I said, okay, this is what I told pretty much all you guys, but I didn't say on air or publicly at all. I said there's two universes. Either it's really close and like it's too close to call, and we're going to be fighting this out for a week, or we're going to have a decisive victory. And I said I couldn't see any other universe.
Yep.
I couldn't see any other one that made sense. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the good ending. We're getting the good ending. This is the ending that we wanted all along. We are finishing the story. I can't even begin to think of the story. I can't even begin to think of how they're going to explain this.
NBC News says Trump wins Pennsylvania. You're right.
There it is.
Let's go.
It's done.
Let's go.
And then that means with Maine, it's done. Every network is in then. Kamala's done. If NBC's there, that
she
is
should concede right now.
By the way, could someone please get me a feed of Chris Hayes right now?
This is vastly more shocking than 2016 because 2016, when you look at it, you could easily make the case it was fluky. That you had a very high turnout for Gary Johnson, you had very high amounts for Jill Stein. No one thought Trump really had a shot, and so they could say people were willing to not show up because they thought it was in the bag. And so he gets this kind of weird win. Like, I think he gets fewer votes in Michigan than like Mitt Romney did, for example, or George Bush, one of those two. And so it felt fluky. But now you have him winning the popular vote outright, and he might even get a majority of the overall popular vote.
Do you think he will?
I'm not sure. Probably not, but like he's right on the threshold of that. And obviously people knew he could win, so you don't have any distractions where people are, voting a protest candidate because they assume it's in the bag. All the excuses for like how Trump couldn't get a critical mass of the American people, that Trump couldn't win a straight up fight against a Democrat, it goes out the window. And he's going to get a bigger win than he did in 2016 for the Senate. He's going to pick up seats that looked impossible to get there. This is, and just the coalition that he built to do it with as well, that he took the gains he made with Hispanics in 2020 and he made them even bigger. He took states that have been swing states for half a century and he's made them as one-sided as Illinois is for Democrats.
Well, and I just want to be clear, like on MSNBC right now, they're calling for like the end of the Electoral College. That won't even, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter now.
Yep. So Donald Trump to speak soon. Look,
we're not conceding.
Guys, for every one of you, by the way, that volunteered, that did commit 100, for every one of you that watched our stream and our show, and you did text those extra 5 people, and you did bring those voters out, you guys earned this tonight. You share in this victory. This is not Donald Trump's victory. This is our victory. This is our victory. And the Democrat Party, they were so cocky with keeping an unpopular president in and saying that they hate the country and not governing the country correctly, and you reap what you sow.
What do you... Biden would have just lost earlier. If they had just left him in, he would have just lost earlier in the night. So I've been seeing this stuff going around on like Blue Twitter and things like that. They say, "Oh, we should have left Biden in. He would have performed better." No, he wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have at all. She was always going to lose. He was definitely going to lose. This made her slightly more competitive. This made potentially the Senate slightly more competitive. And this was the model this was the worst possible case for them. The worst possible realistic case. That's what we're seeing.
No, the worst would be if they actually posted Arizona votes.
Charlie, I said realistic.
By the way, we have 1.7 million people on Twitter right now. Just listen. We've had 1.7 million total viewers just on Twitter. It's unbelievable. 200,000 concurrents. Again, with signing hats here on this historic night. You'll never get, by the way, you will tell your kids about this night, and you might have this hat around for another 50 years. Members.charliekirk.com. I'm signing hats for you. Members.charliekirk.com if you want a hat.
Imagine being Matt Drudge right now.
Just think of all, by the way, just all of these people that were like, the blue wave is coming, and the blue wave is coming, and it's just, and they were so ferocious about.
They're so nasty.
Right? And they were so nasty and aggressive.
Charlie, it was worse than that. These people had me believing, Pennsylvania, when they were down by 1 million compared to where they were in mail-in votes. It's almost like, like mental warfare. They had us believing that like somehow they were going to turn them out. It's like, they're good at that, right? They're good at pushing us to believe that. But that's the power of just driving forward, right? Ignoring that, ignoring the hate, ignoring the fear, ignoring them coming after you with lawfare or whatever it is, and just delivering. And the American people delivered tonight. They delivered a resounding win for Donald Trump. I mean, I'm just so proud to be part of this team. I'm going to keep saying that because that's what this is. Teamwork makes the dream work. We finally had full synergy. It took Tyler Boyer calling out the RNC and saying, no, none of this. Enough. We can't do the BS anymore. We have to produce results.
One sec here. I want to play 209, please.
As NBC News has a projection to make in the presidential contest in the swing state of Pennsylvania. NBC News now projects that presidential contest
it's like a dream, man.
has been won by Donald Trump. Now,
Yes,
I believe that means that we are at a 266 electoral vote count for Donald Trump. Kamala Harris at 194 electoral votes. So, to be clear here, this is the third of the 7 major swing states that have been called. But Georgia and North Carolina and Pennsylvania, as those 3 states, presents an almost it presents an insurmountable future here for Kamala Harris and for the Democratic ticket.
We are now up 28,000 votes in Arizona, just for the record.
Wait. What did it come through at? What?
Insurmountable indeed.
Part of Maricopa. They're dropping blue Maricopa first. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I just texted Steven, and then he posted.
It's really funny how that works. I want to say one thing. Andrew, where's Andrew?
I don't want to take credit for that.
Guys, Ken Clement was right.
Alaska just, blitzing their votes in past us, even though Alaska has to fly their votes by bush plane to be counted.
So this is how ridiculous Maricopa County is.
It's just
They dropped
distracting me from this beautiful night.
They dropped 30,000 votes. So Charlie, they only counted 30,000 votes. It's been 4 hours.
Ken Clement said 2 terms. He just didn't say what order.
It's been 4 hours.
2 scoops.
And they counted 30,000 votes.
I can't get over this.
Real Trump troopers will remember.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I'm going to be like, wow.
How many votes are left?
the votes.
All of them?
Yeah.
They're counting them 30,000 every 2 hours.
Wow, 4 hours.
We don't even have all the early votes count.
No, this is how
We have 200,000 red early votes that have not been counted.
Listen, the magnitude in which I am so morally offended by the people who run Maricopa County, namely our Board of Supervisors and the Elections Department, and Stephen Richer, our elected recorder. These guys should not be in charge of the fry station at McDonald's. They're so incompetent.
Hey, we like McDonald's.
We like fry station.
Well, we like fry station cooks. I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying they're so incompetent. They couldn't do that part, much less operate a multifaceted major election, the biggest elections department in America that manages more votes than anyone else. It's the 4th largest county in America, and it's the largest voting populace in America. They should not be doing this.
She's refusing to concede, I'm hearing.
Oh, really? What's her path?
She's just
There's going to be a second.
totally refusing.
So I heard she's going to... No, I can't say it. I can't.
Oh, no. Kamala Harris has called Trump to concede the election.
Sorry, okay.
Really, where? It's real-time news, and they've never been wrong. So, that's...
Wow.
Real rot.
No, not real wrong. It's real-time news. I'm going to be right. I'm telling you, my Telegram people are never wrong.
I wish I could. I hope he records it. Please, someone record it. Someone at Mar-a-Lago record it.
Someone says you're getting trolled.
It's not on
so.
Twitter yet. It's not on Twitter yet.
I don't know.
Record it.
All right. I'm going to be proven right.
Record it.
I'm going to be proven right. I'm telling you. Hot off the press. Crystal clear mandate.
I can't
right
even
now.
find the words, guys, to even describe this. I mean, in Wisconsin, up until this point, keep in mind, we were left out on an island from a national perspective. We had lost 22 of 25 statewide elections
Unbelievable.
here in Wisconsin. Tyler, Charlie, you guys believed in this state. You guys helped us plant our roots here in this state. We have a permanent home here in Wisconsin and building out permanent infrastructure that just showed this is the new way to win elections. You guys know, this is Alex, by the way. Alex and I moved into this office the second of the year, January 2nd. We walked into this office in a snowstorm.
CNN
Alex,
Can I recognize Alex Story real quick? So Alex Story was the man who helped build this office in Waukesha, and we owe him a whole debt of gratitude. Has been training. Did how many dozens of trainings did we do, Alex? And what an incredible dude.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm monitoring this in real time here. I don't know. I'm going to be proven right on that Telegram call. By the way, I'm going to be proven right. Man, how much hard work and sacrifice. Not Tyler. You lived in Wisconsin.
I lived with these guys.
I know.
I'm telling you, Alex was painting walls, right? Brett.
Yep.
Brett, we have so many stories. How many Brewers games have we gone to? I went to the Brewers game when they basically knocked the Diamondbacks out of contention for the playoffs. Yeah. That's how much time we've been there.
It's
guys,
good time.
like, hundreds of paid full-time ballot chasers walk through this room. All the while, the establishment hacks in Wisconsin are telling us that, these Turning Point Action guys, they're just here to take over the party. They're grifters. They're just here to burn it all down. I mean, hopefully this shows that, we were here to establish a permanent paradigm shift in how we know get out the vote to be. I hope that history looks back and shows that we changed how we win.
Look, I heard it so many times in DC. What are you working with Charlie for? Charlie and Tyler, they're just pushing their app. They're just trying to get money. They're not doing a real ground game. You're gonna see what happens. It's like every time you turn around with these guys, and I'm in DC every day, and I just hear it all the time, and I'm like, guys, I go to Turning Point, I go to the events. I've seen the ground game. I've seen the networks. It's all real. You guys are sitting up here in DC and you think you know better, but just because they're not doing it your way, and just because they're not using your vendors and all, like you guys don't have your own preferred vendors, you get in 10% on the back end. Like, please, and you're just all wrong. You're just all wrong. And I've been out here. I saw Turning Point Action in action, and then I've been all across the country with you guys, and it's all real. And you can see it right there.
Donald Trump's going to take the stage soon, guys.
Can I share a quick number about Wisconsin, Charlie?
Yep.
The number of ballots that we know we chased today, it's going to be more. It's going to be more. Is the difference between Eric Hovde right now and Tammy Baldwin. I just want to make that
What's
clear.
That number?
We'll talk about it over the next few days.
I never answered the thing earlier that because we got sidetracked. The last Republican to sit in that seat that Tammy Baldwin is currently about to vacate was Senator Joseph McCarthy.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we were going to talk about that earlier, guys. This is wild.
I know. I'm sure you knew that, Brett.
Yeah, we're going to see counties that are flipping. Portage County, for instance, hasn't flipped since the Joseph McCarthy era.
Where's the what's the guy's name? Ralston. Where's John Ralston? Where's John Ralston, Nevada? Where's John Ralston, Nevada? Who said Nevada's going blue? Because I'm refreshing here, and I'll see Nevada going blue.
Man. I just want to thank all you guys. We're signing hats right now, members.charliekirk.com on this historic night. I can't believe it. When I first started, I see this happen was Florida. I sent Andrew a message. I was like, it's happening. I said, I see it. I see the trend.
And I told you to stay frosty. I was like, I could see it in your eyes, and I was like,
the gratitude that we have for
I feel it, but I don't know.
The gratitude that we have for our entire team. We've got literally hundreds and hundreds of people out between Turning Point USA over the years that some have come and gone. We have thousands of people that have worked for us, hundreds of people that are at each organization. We literally have the largest field operations.
You have an alum that's sitting in Congress.
We have alum that are running for Congress, sitting in Congress. We have people that are now in state legislatures across the country. Just couldn't be more grateful for the hard work and perseverance of our grassroots activists that we have every day. And I hope that for those that are listening that are at home with their families, that are our Turning Point chapter leaders that we have at TPUSA, our Turning Point Action coalition leaders that are watching this, you are emboldened to do more, that we can do more, that we've got a long road ahead of us here. And we need you. We need you to step up, and we need to keep punching back 10 times harder.
Amen. All right, email us as always, freedom@charliekirk.com. Donald Trump is going to take the stage in this historic way. I mean, Jack, What's going through your head right now?
I mean, I'll just say, I mean, I had to step off the stream for a moment there, just kind of collect myself. The fact that it was Pennsylvania, lot of emotions there for me. Just a lot of emotions, being that that's home. That's where my people came from Poland. I've been telling the stories for a long time, where they've been trying to destroy our state for so many years. And I had a little bit of a moment, called the family, woke up my son, and that at the same time, though, there's a lot of work. So it's like we made a lot of promises, and we have to deliver on those promises. And there's going to be a lot of people in our way, and there's going to be a lot of people who want to stop that. And I remember the whiteboard that Steve Bannon had in the original White House, and I kind of have that in my mind, all those action items that now need to be executed on, every single one of them. And we're going to, and we're going to have to. And Congress is going to listen, or else. And it's as simple as that. And for all the people who said we couldn't do it, where are you at now? Where are you at now? Because I know where we are. 1600 Penn. Where are you?
Can we just say also thank you, of course, again to the Lord, but Elon Musk. I think Elon was the game changer, man. I think Elon, from buying Twitter, he allowed the information ecosystem